Prince Andrew was being proposed for a lucrative role as a star advisor to his billionaire pedophile friend Jeffrey Epstein, released bombshell emails have revealed. The outcast royal was mooted for the role alongside former government minister Peter Mandelson by Epstein following his release from an 18-month prison sentence for child prostitution offences. Epstein emailed his private banker Jess Staley to say he wanted to bring the Duke of York and the brains behind New Labour into the heart of his business plans. He wrote, "I need to decide how to gear up my advisory business. Grab a group from Goldman Sachs, the investment bank. Hire 5 to 10 stars, Larry, Peter, Andrew." It is understood that Larry, Peter and Andrew refer to Larry Summers, former U.S. Treasury Secretary at the White House, Lord Mandelson, referred to affectionately in the emails as Petty by Epstein, and Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew enjoys horse ride on Windsor Estate as he clings onto royal lodge. It is not thought that any of them took up the role with Epstein, who was found hanged in a New York prison cell in 2019 while awaiting trial on more sex trafficking charges. 22 pages of emails between Epstein and Mr. Staley, many mentioning Andrew and Lord Mandelson, have been released as a result of a sex trafficking case filed against J.P. Morgan Bank by the U.S. Virgin Islands government. The bank, where Epstein was a client, is being sued over claims it knowingly benefited from Epstein's sex trafficking operation. In an email on June 14, 2010, Epstein tells Mr. Staley, who went on to be chief executive of Barclays Bank in the UK, "Andrew just sat next to me at dinner. Don't miss. Pedo Jeffrey Epstein's suicide blamed on negligence and misconduct by jail." Latest, court evidence shows Epstein called his friend Lord Mandelson petty. Insight, Prince Andrew may have contacted Jeffrey Epstein after saying he'd cut ties. Discover, in June of the previous year, Epstein wrote to Mr. Staley, "Ask Andrew about the island, tell him about your boat plans." This is believed to be a reference to Epstein's Caribbean home where girls were trafficked to be abused. Andrew was pictured in Central Park in New York with Epstein in December 2010, shortly after the disgraced billionaire was released from prison. Andrew insisted in a disastrous Newsnight interview in November 2019 that this was the last contact he had with Epstein. Prince Andrew and Lord Mandelson were introduced to the child sex beast Epstein by late tycoon Robert Maxwell's daughter Ghislaine, who is serving 20 years in a U.S. jail for helping Epstein to traffic girls. Lord Mandelson's spokesperson denied any professional or business relationship with Epstein, adding, he had no knowledge of the email exchange. Last year Andrew paid £12 million to settle a civil case brought by Virginia Roberts, 39, who claimed that he sexually assaulted her when she was 17 after being trafficked by Maxwell and Epstein. He denies her claims. Andrew failed to respond to a request for comment.